Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. This one's going to be pretty short. This isn't scripted or anything, I'm kind of just talking off the top of my head. But with the recent debut of the Black label's first girl group, Meovv, there were some things that I wanted to get off my chest, and I thought this would be a good place to do it. And I'm sure based off the thumbnail and title of this video, you can all tell that I was not the biggest fan of their debut single. I don't want to sound like a broken record because all of the bad things I could say about their debut song Meow, people have said about like Treasure's entire discography and a lot of the new Baby Monster songs too. But at the same time, even as someone who's not a fan of Treasure or Baby Monster, at least I can see the appeal behind a lot of their music. Meanwhile, Meow is kind of a perfect representation of everything I dislike about modern K-pop. The song has over 5 writers, which is kind of insane considering half of the song is just them repeating the word ya, and the rest of the lyrics are talking about how they don't need a man, how they're gonna pull up on their enemies on sight, and how they make a lot of money. I mean, at this point, if YG and the Black label and any other YG subsidiaries that they make in the future are just gonna repeat the same formula over and over again, they should just have Teddy be the sole person who writes and composes all of their music because we're not getting anything new here. So why are we bringing in new people? Again, 80% of the song is either chorus or the word ya repeated over and over again, and the verses and pre-chorus are so minimal that they basically just feel like filler moments so that the song has something in between the choruses. The only part of this song that I see people talking positively about online that's kind of going viral is when the girl says, "Now you speak French," talking about we, and I admit it's a clever line, but it's also been said like a million times before. And if there's only one 4-second line that people care about out of an entire 3-minute song, something's gone wrong, you know? I don't usually like saying that I dislike a group as a whole because it's not really fair to the members who don't have much of a say in the creative process when it comes to like the music and the music videos, but I can say that I do not care for this group in the slightest, and while I probably will be tuning into what they do in the future, the only reason for that is because I run this channel and I need stuff to talk about, you know? I've really disliked YG Entertainment and how they've been managing their groups for a while now, but I especially disliked everything that their subsidiary company, the Black label, did leading up to the debut of this group. Once again, in classic YG tradition, they did really the bare minimum when it came to promotions, but in addition to the hype that just comes with being affiliated with YG, a lot of people were talking about the members because some of them had pre-existing careers before this debut. 3 of the members are models, and even famous dancer Bailey Sok was speculated to be a member too, before these rumors were eventually debunked. And while I definitely don't care if an idol had a career before they debuted, when you combine the fact that some of these members were already famous before they debuted, and the fact that the Black label decided to put like no effort into promoting this group, it didn't seem like the Black label really cared about this debut, and instead they were just trying to make another cash cow. Another quick way to make a lot of money without actually having to invest a lot of money in return. And yes, they probably did have to pay the girls a lot of money just to get them to sign to their company, besides Ella, who's been signed to them since 2018 as a model. But however much they're paying these girls is going to end up being a lot less than the expenses of quality and frequent promotions. So let's talk a little bit about how the Black label promoted this group before they actually debuted. In addition to headshots and comeback posters and all the usual stuff that you get with a normal K-pop release, the only other notable thing that the Black label released were individual member trailers, which were about 2 minutes in length for each of the members. And when introducing the individual members of a K-pop group, you know, a group that's meant to sing, dance, and maybe rap, you'd think that they'd all be showing off their performance skills in these trailers. But instead, what they were mostly doing was modeling. Walking around, staring at the camera, and posing. And the only 2 members who did anything performance-like in these trailers were the 2 members who did not have pre-existing modeling careers. Sumin did like a 40-second long dance performance, and Narin did a strange like rap performance where half the lyrics you couldn't hear, but I guess it still counts. And both of these performances were at the end of their respective members' trailers, where they still did like a minute of modeling beforehand too. And here's where my biggest problem with this group lies, I think. All of these girls are being marketed as models first and idols second. And as someone who's primarily into K-pop for the music and the performance aspect of it all, it's really disappointing to see a K-pop group so blatantly make that the secondary focus of their careers. Now, this is not me hating on the members. I think that this was a smart career choice for all of them, and I think it'll be successful in the long run. This is just me trying to point out that YG and the Black label do not care about the music anymore. All they care about is money. I can pretty much guarantee that the Black label is going to give these girls like 1, maybe 2 comebacks a year, and is primarily going to focus on securing them brand deals and making sure they get invited to other sort of high profile events. Basically what I'm saying is that the girls are going to be models and influencers first, with a side gig as a K-pop group. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. With a schedule like that, they're much less likely to be overworked, and they'll probably get more chances to actually do normal things that girls their age would do. My only problem is that they're not going to tell any of this group's fans this, because obviously it wouldn't be a good marketing decision. The Black label's not going to tell you that 7 years from now, Meovv is probably going to have less music than most groups make in 2 years. They're not going to tell you that it's probably going to be the same formula of song that they release every single time. And they're definitely not going to tell you that their primary focus isn't on the music. So a bunch of people are going to become fans of all of these girls and get their hopes up so high, only to be disappointed. And I think that's messed up. Maybe I'll be proven wrong a year from now. Maybe they're going to release their first full album this year, and they're going to have 50 songs in their discography by the end of 2025. But based on the careers of Blackpink and Sumin and maybe even Baby Monster, I really don't think that I'm going to be wrong. And basically the whole reason that I wanted to make this video was to warn people. Stan Meovv if you want. I really could not care less, and it does not affect anybody else. All I ask is that you understand what you're getting yourself into. And yeah, I guess that concludes this video. I don't really have much else to say. Sorry that this is a shorter one, and sorry that this is my first upload in a few weeks. School just started again, and I'm taking 18 units, and I'm working 3 jobs. So yeah, I'm really busy, and I barely have any time to do anything outside of school and work. But I still really do like making content, and I like interacting with all of you and giving you stuff to enjoy, so I'm gonna try and make videos like this where they're a little bit shorter, they're not scripted, but I can still put stuff out for you, you know? Thank you all so much for your support, and let me know in the comment section if you like these shorter, sort of think piece off the top of my head kind of videos. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.